This program typically features strong language, sexual innuendo, politically incorrect commentary, and real overlanding stories. Viewer discretion is advised. We left off last time in Bozeman, Montana, where Jessica and I had rented an apartment for a month. We had a lot of work to do, including a number of web design projects for our clients, as well as doing a few upgrades to Ripley. To start, we purchased some new rims for the van.
I got a knife in my hand. You know what this knife is for? For opening a box. What is in this box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box? What's in the box? We don't know. Yeah! Look at that. Audi winter wheels. And they are unbelievably light. With my pinky.
To make these Audi winter wheels fit on the Syncro, it requires either boring out the center hole or buying a kit from T3 Technique in Washington. We went with the kit, but found it impossible to get any mechanic in the Bozeman area to take on this project, so we waited on getting the rims done until we made it up into Canada. Next on the list was to upgrade our headlight game. The factory rectangle headlights are abysmal, even with the available LED upgrade kit. The rectangle lights provide so little light that driving at night in the middle of nowhere feels like trying to light the road with a candle. I'm not really sure how people back in the 80s saw anything while driving at night.
It's looking very good. Mira pa eso.
Switching to round headlights opened up more options for better, brighter lighting.
Looks good, looks like Terminator.
Yeah.
Some of you out there may be wondering why we didn't just go with the T3 South African style grille. Answer: we just don't like how it looks, and the asking price is more than we think the upgrade is worth.
Alright, the headlights are on, and they work. And it looks a little strange. I think it looks a little strange. But I'll get used to it, because we'll actually be able to see at night.
With the grille finished, we made an appointment at a local 4x4 shop called Diesel Pros. The task? Install our Warn Industries Xeon 10S winch with multi-mount on the Syncro. Having a multi-mount, though not the most aesthetically pleasing setup, is, in my opinion, the optimal setup for a winch. Having the ability to insert the winch either on the front or the rear hitch receiver opens up more options for extracting oneself from a sticky situation. Imagine if we had had a rear-mounted winch during our recent debacle in Wyoming. Extracting ourselves from that situation would not have required additional rescue.
I think I'm wearing about 50 states worth of dirt right now.
If you've been watching since the beginning, you know that our rig has gone through a number of changes. Early on, we removed the massive front bull bar and the rifle cases we had on the top. But we knew we could do better, so we cut further by eliminating our 50 pounds of solar panels and replacing them with lightweight flexible panels. And without the solar panels up there, she looks like she got a serious haircut.
She's going through a transformation.
A metamorphosis?
Yeah. But it's like she's turning into a stink bug instead of a butterfly.
Alright, today's kind of a sad day. As you can see, there's no more light bar on the van. We sold it.
Did you tell the folks how you sold this thing before we even discussed getting rid of it?
Jessica's very, very upset with me for having sold this thing without discussing it with her. Which is totally true. Somebody contacted us on Instagram and asked us a question about our light bar. And then I was like, you want to buy it? And then they were like, yeah. And so we sold it. And I didn't even say anything to Jessica. I was like, hey, I sold the light bar. And she was like,
What?
yeah. That's how a good marriage works. You have to ask for forgiveness rather than permission.
With the added weight of our winch, we felt it necessary to make so many cuts in weight elsewhere. We did all this weight reduction in an effort to maximize efficiency and reliability. Remember this when building out your own rig. Weight is among the primary contributors to blown suspension, blown gearboxes, and additional stress on any engine. Plan your build around weight considerations, and you'll be better off in the long run. Go ahead, ask me how I know. Getting projects like these completed while full-timing on the road can be difficult, especially when balancing full-time work as well. Being able to settle down in Bozeman for a short while provided us with a good base of operations.
True story, true story, true story. Just got off the phone with Owen and Mac, and they're on their way here to our apartment. Ooh, that's pretty exciting. But the apartment's kind of a mess, so I have to wait for Jessica to get home to clean it up.
If you're new to our series, you may not recognize these two. But go back to season 1 and they feature prominently in a number of episodes. They're some of our favorite people in the country. And anytime we get together, it seems all kinds of hijinks and tomfoolery ensues.
All right. I should be working, but I'm not because Jessica and Mac want to go on a girls' trip. Yay!
Naturally, you wanted to come.
Of course. I love girls' trips. I can't wait to get my nails done and to have my cooch powdered.
I typically only like to get this fingernail painted though. Hey camera, how are ya? So, on our list of things to do today for, I guess, our girls' trip, even though it has nothing to do with that, I need like numerous sketchbooks.
So what are we here for?
I need sketchbooks, but I really easily get distracted in the face of pens.
Dude, you have to look at this. Look at those fingers.
Oh wait. I feel naughty just looking at it. Why didn't I go to school and have a football team? That is the question. Oh. I already found some pens that I didn't need, but I want, so I'm gonna buy them.
Y'all ever watch Big Black Bee porn?
Alright, I think we're good. Let's do it.
Grocery items?
Oh yeah, hot sauce, beer, always. Love the dairy aisle.
Strawberry.
I think that the perfect wedding dress tastefully shows off a little nipple. Uh-oh. Is everything all right?
Drank. We got drank.
Oh, wow, you do got drank. Drank.
What are we doing next, girls?
The UPS store. What's he got there? This van sounds like a spaceship and I love it. I'm practically Beyonce. So I've never been to Bozeman. I've been to Montana, never to Bozeman. This place is pretty cool. I was gonna say a bad word, but we're playing a game to see who can say the least number of bad words, and I'm losing.
I want this game to be over.
Jorge wants the game to be over immediately. Do you feel like your creativity is stifled when you can't swear?
I do feel that.
Don't worry, I feel the same way.
I feel repressed.
I'm so repressed right now. Just trying to live my life, but as it turns out, I can't do it with words such as
Oh, it feels good, doesn't it?
It feels so good.
And so, with our girls' trip over, we return home to discover that one Mr. Linus had betrayed our trust. A travesty.
Linus. What is this?
Yeah, you did wrong. Come on. Come on, buddy.
Come here. Come here. What is this?
Fell out.
What is this?
Yeah, he says well, I don't know if you guys will have the pleasure of seeing what I did to Jorge yesterday, but I absolutely destroyed him in a race in the swimming pool. Little kids were laughing at him. It was embarrassing. Frankly, I was embarrassed to be there with him. But anyways, I'm just really looking forward to my ability to destroy him again today in a foot race. Because they don't call me Liquid Lightning for nothing. That's just why I don't know. That's just what they call me. I don't come up with these things myself.
So you think you could beat me running as well?
What kind of distance are we talking?
Like 50 yards.
I don't know, man. I was in track and field for like 3 days.
Does that mean you're really fast or really slow? What does
I
that
was too good for them. I had to go.
mean? Oh, really?
I just have a hard time imagining you moving anywhere quickly.
You'd be surprised. I'm like a bear. I can move fast over short distances.
Only if completely agitated.
I always eat popcorn before a big race because all the butter lubricates my joints and makes me faster.
It's going down. He doesn't know what training means, or persistence, or champion.
There's simply no way. I'm a man. I'm almost 40.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
And men are naturally born with larger toes that aid in the running of faster.
Look at this guy. Can't even take him seriously. Smells like a good day for a victory.
I'm 100% gonna smoke the shit out of you.
Set.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous about how bad I'm gonna beat the shit out of you just now.
Go.
Oh, I'm bumping the shit out of you right now. Oh my God. The same man. Oh, Nick.
Babe.
Oh, I felt them pull.
Really?
Yeah, seriously, fucking seriously. Shit. Fuck. God damn it.
You couldn't. You gotta take it easy.
Oh my God.
Listen to your body.
No, but
You were well ahead.
I couldn't slow down. Victory was at stake. I don't know how to turn off the. God damn it.
You know what? She may have won a moral victory because she's still standing, but I put everything that I had into it. I gave it literally all that I had, and I wound up injured, but you know what? I won. I beat the ever-living shit out of her. Like, I smoked her in no uncertain terms.
Drop him to the ground. Let go of him.
In no uncertain terms did I win that race. But also, I'm getting a fucking Purple Heart for this injury.
But my body's doing good. I'm feeling mighty fine. That was like a warm-up to me, bitch.
You may be thinking we staged that ending, but in truth, I really did pull both hamstrings and spent the rest of our time in Bozeman hobbling around. After the race ended, Mac and Owen had to get on with their overland journey, and Jess and I stayed behind for a few more weeks to finish our projects and do a little exploring around the area. Ahead of us lay travels in Canada, and then another quick jaunt down the west coast of the USA. We'll pick up here next time. Until then, live free and drive hard.
You stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast. You know what song I have stuck in my head? Don't go chasing waterfalls. You stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast. True story, that song came out when I was 14, and I always thought that the girl was saying when she was singing it, or TLC when they were singing it, I thought that they were saying, "Don't go Jason Waterfalls." And I was like, who's this Jason Waterfalls guy? I don't know who that is. Is that the dude in the video? It wasn't until like 3 days ago that I realized, oh, it's Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls. That makes so much more sense.